Well, everybody, we're back in Galopolis, and it's time to go meet with the Sultanate about what we believe to be the hammer used to forge the original Sword of Light. Meanwhile, Erdwin's lantern is sitting above the town, looking ominous as fuck. God, this is this is some Majora's Mask shit right now. I don't even like Zelda that much, and that's kind of fucking frightening. Hey fellas, I need to get in. Visitors are not permitted to enter the palace after dark. Return in the morning if you wish to meet the Sultan. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll come back in the morning. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, my dude. I don't think you're gonna get people's attention right now as long as that thing is sitting in the fucking sky. Or at least it's not gonna be easy to get their attention. I mean, how do you attract new customers when people are too distracted by the ominous fucking rotating orb in the sky that's turned the sky fucking dark and red all of the like fuck man, you can't even tell that it's daytime out. Like, how does anybody get anything done around here if the sky's gonna look like that 24/7? I mean, I assume people's circadian rhythm gets them through the day, or maybe they have clocks, but fuck, this is just miserable. I know I talk about the idea that the world ended, but fuck me, the world really did come to an end. People's lives have either been changed or are about to be forever changed, probably for the worst. Sorry to say, I'm just not very highly optimistic about the outcome of this situation.
My boy, please! Your reckless heroics will get you killed.
Fear not, Father. I will take all necessary precautions. By the time I return, the mystery of the star will be solved and Galopolis will be saved.
Bitch, you just gonna walk by me?
Ah, it is you. Thank you once again for all you did for my son. What in the name of the... Surely this cannot be.
It's been a while, Your Majesty? Years, in fact. I haven't seen you since the Colloquy of Kings. And the disaster that followed.
Lord Robert, please, you must listen. What we were told about the Luminary was false. He is not the spawn of the darkness after all. Alas, we were all deceived by King Carnelian. We allowed the world to be destroyed. We brought this disaster upon ourselves.
Oh, come on, Your Majesty. We can hardly be blamed. This is Mordegon's doing. He's the one who possessed King Carnelian and caused all this chaos. This is down to him and no one else.
Lord Robert.
Now, listen. We need to talk about that star. If Erdwin's lantern falls much further, Galopolis is done for. What do you know about it?
Sadly, very little. I have tasked my finest scholars with investigating its origins, but they have discovered nothing. There is one thing that may be of interest. My son Faris claims to have been able to make out runes on the surface of the barrier that surrounds the star.
Runes, eh? This is the first I've heard of a barrier surrounding the lantern, let alone anything being written on it. Was your lad sure of this?
He certainly appeared to be. In fact, he has taken one of our most learned scholars to the Celestial Sands in order to investigate the runes more closely. It is there that we believe the star will make its landing.
I see. Reckon we'd better go and take a good look at these runes ourselves, eh? Shall we head out after the prince?
It would put my mind at ease if you would, Lord Robert. I cannot help but worry about him being abroad in such dangerous circumstances. You have my thanks. I will instruct the guards to permit you passage through the checkpoint. Journey safely.
Honestly, the fact that your son volunteered for this is a pretty big fucking 180 for him, considering how much he tried to pass off all the work onto us. It is nice to see that your son did go through an actual real change. He actually saw the error of his ways and decided to try to change himself for the better. And you know what? I appreciate that, you know? I can definitely understand and definitely appreciate the notion of personal fucking growth. Because believe it or not, personal growth, well, it's growth, and it's fucking hard. Nobody's ever happy when they have to make personal growth, because that shit is fucking difficult. No one likes having to grow as a person, because that shit means you gotta look at yourself and realize just how fucked up you are. And yeah, sure, most people will make a change, but believe it or not, by and large, the percentage of people who make a change is not very high. It's actually fairly fucking low. People can change. Like, I'm not so cynical to be like Dr. House and say that people don't change. People can change. It's just that most don't. Or most believe that they don't need to. Or that the change is not worth their time. Or that they're good enough. And you know, being good enough is certainly not a bad thing, I suppose.
No. You agreed to do this. Come. We must move closer. We cannot hope to read the runes from here.
But, Your Highness, I am sorry. It is too dangerous. I'm afraid I must refuse.
Do you have a means of deciphering the symbols without entering the celestial sands?
Well, no. But...
Oh, Principal! Hello, darling. Long time no see.
Silvando! What an unexpected pleasure.
The Sultan said you were out here in the scary sands trying to read runes of a falling star. Huh. Guess you grew up to be quite the brave boy,
I am simply doing my duty to my people. But what about you? What brings you to the sands?
The same thing as you, Your Highness. We have come to investigate Erdwin's lantern.
Sir Hendrik? The Sir Hendrik? Ah, the hero of Heliodor, here in my kingdom!
You know who I am, Your Highness?
But of course! You are my hero! You are every aspiring knight's hero! To serve under your command is my life's ambition!
I am honored, Your Highness. The courage you have shown in venturing out here suggests that you would make a fine knight, wherever or whomever you serve.
Truly, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. Oh, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Sorry to butt in, Your Highness, but might I ask how your investigations are going? You were looking a wee bit frustrated back there when we arrived.
Indeed I was, old man. That fool of a scholar is too frightened to accompany me any further into the sands. I am not one for learning. The symbols will mean nothing to me, which leaves me in quite a predicament.
Well, I think I might be able to help out there, if you'll allow me.
You are some manner of wizened ancient? Excellent! I would be very much obliged. The runes can be best seen from the ruins in the center of the sands. Meet me there.
So, do most people not know who Rab is? I mean, I guess Dundrasil's long gone, right? So I guess most people probably don't pay that much mind to it. But Dungersville wasn't like a small country, right? They were a fairly notable society, right? Like they were well off up until, you know, the day everything went terrible, or the evening, I should say. Oh. Well, why are you on the ground, sir?
Taking a nap, Principal? And there was me thinking you'd come to investigate the lantern.
Truly, it is even more magnificent when one lies directly beneath it. How many can say that they have seen such glories up close?
You're a special one, darling. Don't go changing, What are these ruins, anyway? And how come they're out here all on their own in the middle of the desert?
Huh? Oh, they have been here forever, since the age of our grandfathers' grandfathers, or some such nonsense.
They were built for something very important. I just know it. Ooh! Maybe some kind of stage! What a place to perform! Can you imagine?
You weren't wrong about the runes, Your Highness. I can definitely see some on the side of the lantern. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
Is nobody gonna talk about the fact that this Tackle is just sitting here worshiping the fucking thing? Yeah, I know. Fine, I'll... What the fuck are you doing here? Yeah, believe it or not.
Are you okay, honey? You were talking to yourself, and we all know what that means. What's happening?
The lantern!
It's falling! It's falling! It's falling! We're gonna be squished!
Lord Robert, it is not safe here. We must fall back.
Oh, give me a minute, will you? I think I can make out what the runes are saying. Calas... Moss.
Please, Lord Robert, it is too dangerous.
What is this? What is happening?
Now none shall challenge me. This world is mine, and mine alone.
Was that the Sword of Shadows?
The lantern. It has disappeared. The star was named for Erdwin, but can such an ominous phenomenon truly be the work of heroes? Was the foul creature wielding the sword not...
That was no foul creature, Sir Hendrik. That was the savior of Galopolis. He spared us all from the falling star. The kingdom is saved. My people will surely thank me when I bring them the good tidings. I must return to the city and spread the news. Come and find me at the palace if you need me. Yes!
Kalasmus. What could that mean?
Why don't we go ask the Sultan? It's his kingdom, maybe he knows something.
Aye.
I take it that did not go the way this poor taco wanted it to go. Yeah, gonna go on a limb and say he was not wanting that outcome. Gonna say it, pretty sure that outcome was not one anyone could have asked for. So let's get our horse Hailer. We're not gonna fly there, that's for fucking sure. It was a stroke of almost unbelievable fortune that Erdwin's lantern was destroyed just at the moment it seemed certain to finally fall upon us. You were in the Celestial Sand when it happened, were you not? Near the ruins? Then please tell me, did you see anything of note? What? By the sounds, a sinister figure appeared and sliced the lantern in two? You're joking, of course. After all, there is none in this world or any other capable of cutting open a star completely. Yeah... So we can only assume that lantern was something very, very important. Something probably to take out the Lord of Darkness. I would probably go on a limb and say that lantern was probably, might have been a savior for the entire world. If it hadn't been defeated. I'm starting to get the idea that Mordegon has his eyes and ears basically every fucking where. He hasn't been able to not find us. Anywhere we try to go or hide, he finds us, one way or another. Honestly, it's becoming kind of ridiculous, though, how he pulls this shit off consistently. I'm not against the notion of a villain having omnipotency, or even omnipresence. Either that, or this guy has spies everywhere. But yeah, I get the feeling he doesn't know that I'm the Luminary again. Like, it seems like he seems to be able to find us. I don't think he knows that my Luminary powers are back. I feel like if he knew that, he'd try a lot harder to get rid of me. Up until now, it feels like every single encounter we've had with his cronies has been, you know, incidental.
It is a relief to see you safe, my friends. When the star shattered, I could not help but fear the worst. Faris has explained all that came to pass out upon the sands. It seems a savior appeared and destroyed the lantern before it could lay waste to my kingdom.
Aye. Though, I wouldn't go calling him your savior just yet. Anyway, never mind that now. There's something I want to ask you, Your Majesty. The runes on the barrier around the star, they spelled out a word. Kalasmus. Does that mean anything to you?
Kalasmos. Sadly, it does not.
Well, if it was written on the side of a star, you can bet it means something. Something important. Yeah, but we can't go letting it distract us too much. Mordigan's not going to defeat himself. We've work to be getting on with.
Lord Robert, your quest to defeat the Lord of Shadows is a noble one. The people of Galopolis will be praying for your success.
Yes, and if there is ever anything you require, you need only ask. After all, I still owe you a favor.
Oh, I clean forgot. We need to ask the Sultan about that hammer that used to belong to Erdwin.
Alright, the hammer. Yo, buddy, we need the hammer.
Is there something I can help you with, Lord Robert?
As a matter of fact, there is. I need to pick your brains about a giant hammer that's supposed to be kept here in Galopolis. We're going to need it to defeat Mordigan, and apparently, you lot have had it since the Age of Heroes.
A giant hammer, you say? Ah, yes. You mean the forging hammer? It has been in the royal family for generations. Faris, fetch the forging hammer from the treasure room.
This is it. This is Erdwin's hammer. The one we saw in the vision.
Father, do you truly intend to give the hammer away? We had intended to sell it in order to fund this year's Sun Nation.
Silence! Insolent boy! The forging hammer is one of Galopolis' greatest treasures. It has been handed down through the generations since time immemorial. But if we must relinquish it, then so be it. You are the only ones who can defeat the Lord of Shadows. If you need it, it is yours.
I now have received the forging hammer. Good shit.
My nurse once told me that the power of the spirit of the land resides within the forging hammer. It is said that it can beat even the hardest of metals into shape. At least, I think that is how the story goes. Well, I hope it helps you on your quest. Best of luck, dear friends. I shall be expecting good news.
Well, we got ourselves a flying whale. We got ourselves a giant hunk of orichalcum. We got a massive forging hammer. It looks like the only thing we need now is to get back to Hoto and head towards Mount Huji. Hajai? Well, at least this place looks semi-normal, even if we probably didn't accomplish anything useful. We at least got the hammer, so we're one step closer towards killing off the Lord of Shadows. 'Cause heaven knows he fucking deserves it. Alright. Your words perplex me. A forge within the mountain? Now is not the time. A beast is abroad. Seek Miko in the temple. Learn and there learn of our plight. In the temple? What temple? Temple. Ah, Miko's shrine. That would definitely be summed up as, in fact, a temple. So why do I have to go through all this, man? Like, I get it, you guys are going through some shit, but guess what, nigga? I'm going through some shit too. Like, maybe I'm dealing with some shit. Maybe you could be helpful to me and just let me fucking go instead of me having to come help you with your shit.
Unhappy tidings. The one assailed by the fiend sleeps still like the bear. Fair Mistress Miko, the rite cannot be performed with the beast abroad.
Whining cur! A monk's spirit is equal to any monster! This accursed wound. Till it heals, I am helpless, the right left undone.
Oh, I sure wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of her.
Oh, but we have guests. Forgive the storm of my rage. My shame knows no bounds. The wind blew you here. Surely it was not by chance. Will you hear my tale?
Lady, you can talk to me all day long.
A rite must be performed there, lest fire consume us. But disaster looms. A monk was sent to pray, yet a beast blocked his path. The fiend loomed, monstrous. Fierce of fang and sharp of claw. He ran for his life. I longed to hunt it. But I faced another foe and suffered this wound. A great fire dragon. Tatsunaga the Terror. Now he is no more. Forgive my boldness, but the beast blocks our lifeline. Slay it in my stead.
Lady, I will slay it for you willingly.
I greet your kind words, as the steppe in high summer greets the falling rain. Head first to the west. You will find a mountain path. There the monster waits. O guiding spirit, guardian of rock and flame, protect these brave souls.
Alright, well, we have our mission. Our job, if we so wish to accept it, is to slay a fire dragon. I mean, I can't imagine this is going to be that fucking tough, right? It's a fucking dragon. I've slayed dozens of these fucking things. It can't be that bad. Screw it. Where am I time-wise right now? I don't even... yeah, I got time. Yeah, we got plenty. I got 20 minutes. Fuck it. Let's go slay this fucking dragon. I'm gonna really come off and sound like an ignorant asshole when I say this, but there's one thing that annoys me the most about JRPGs in particular. It's the fact that I feel like by the time you get all the cool stuff, like the cool travel things and like being able to do all the stuff, you know, it's kind of late. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of almost done. I'm not saying that like you shouldn't have boundaries, but I do feel like you can have boundaries but not necessarily slow me the fuck down.
Groar! Get out of here! Go on, go away!
beast is upon us. Stand fast.
I am the spirit of the mountain, and I have very, very sharp claws. If you do not want to be torn to pieces, you had better get out of here.
We're going nowhere. Not until you promise to stop bullying innocent monks and let the villagers climb the mountain. Huh? Was it something I said?
Shouldn't they be running away? What are we going to do?
Shut up, idiot. They will hear us. How are we going to scare them away if you keep jabbering? This is all your fault, Atsuko. Now we are in trouble.
Shut up, Actor! If you had not fallen over, we would never have ended up in this mess.
So much for our big scary monster. It's just a couple of little ones. You surprised us, darlings.
Foolish children. What possessed you to risk your lives with such recklessness?
No, we never meant to. We have done no wrong. Miko's right has to be stopped. A tragedy looms.
Yes! You have to listen to my brother. Miko wants to do a horrible thing and we have to stop her.
Seems these bairns have got a bee in their bonnet about something. We'd better get to the bottom of this.
You will hear us out. Other grown-ups ignore us, as mountains do rain.
Do you really think they will? Is someone finally going to listen to us?
I think so, and they seem very strong. With them on our side, people are sure to listen. We have a hideout. A den, like a fox's home. We will meet you there.
Hurry!
Can't say I saw this coming. Really can't. I really cannot possibly say I saw this coming. This wasn't exactly how I figured this was gonna go. But like many things in this game, I don't see a lot of this shit coming, man. A lot of this game doesn't always make sense.
Hooray! You are... Thank you for coming. We have been awaiting you, as seeds await spring.
These people, my son, the travelers you spoke of? Light in the darkness?
Yes, Mother, they came. The ones who did not treat us as horses treat flies.
You said you were trying to stop the rite. Why would you wish to do so?
The rite is sacred, or so we have long been taught. But this is just wrong. To appease the gods, a sacrifice will be made. Our own dear mother.
Human sacrifice? Oh my! This right is just not right.
Miko gathered us. She made a grave pronouncement. A great shadow fell. In happier times, we offered up fruit, silk, corn. But those days are gone.
Without sacrifice, living flame will consume us. The volcanoes rage.
The Lord of Shadows has got a lot to answer for.
I was selected. A gift for the volcano. A live offering. But why me? Why now? It was the mountain that chose. Or so Miko said.
Mother gave us life, so we had to fight for hers. It is our duty.
A noble cause indeed. I see now why you did what you did.
For the whole tree's sake, one leaf falls into the flames. Perhaps I should go.
No, do not say that! You know your sacrifice is just an excuse. A few short days passed. Our mother saw Miko go, where she should not be. Miko learned of this. She now wants the truth buried. Her mother also. She hides a secret, up there on the mountainside. Why else would she go?
It certainly sounds like something fishy's afoot. Maybe the laddie's right. It can't hurt to take a look, at least.
You will take us there. This is music to our ears, as sweet as birdsong. Beyond this ladder, a path leads into darkness, the volcano's heart.
Well, I'm going to end this episode here, everybody. I will see you all next time with more Dragon Quest XI. Until then, everyone, stay tuned. I am signing out.